Well, good evening and welcome to Senior Info here at Plummer's Place. And we're going to announce the Senior
Yes.
Center is closed tomorrow.
Tomorrow is, it wasn't in the schedule. It was a kind of a surprise. We are having a maintenance project taken care of tomorrow. So we will be closed for the day. And luckily, it's a Friday, which
Right,
is
which is
normally
a
our
short
shorter
day
day
anyway.
anyway. So, yes, we will be closed tomorrow. You're able to leave voicemail messages, and we will retrieve those on Monday. Of course, of any emergency or you need to speak with someone immediately, you can always call the Northbridge Police Department, the business line number.
Yes,
So,
yes, so, yeah, it worked out well though, but you have to go with their schedule.
right. So we had to go with the contractor's schedule,
Yeah.
and it happened to be, and like I said, it worked out great that it's on a Friday, and it's a much-needed project, as some of our patrons know. We've had a little trouble with the heat lately, so this is a much-needed upgrade, so we're looking forward to it, and we'll welcome you back in on Monday.
Right, and it'll be nice and warm.
It'll be very warm, very toasty.
Okay, our guest this week is Dave Sullivan, and Dave is help seniors get through the, well, what do you call,
All the
the
technology.
technology of today, and believe me, as a senior, you're gonna be faced with it.
More and more.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah, so I help people with smartphones, computers, cell phones, just about anything. TVs, I help people with TVs.
yeah, we're
Printers.
talking earlier, off the air. You go to the doctor now, they want you to register online,
Yeah.
and
they do.
they want you to put all your information in.
Right.
Yeah. Yeah.
Which is
You have
very
to do
difficult.
pre-check-in,
Yeah,
Right.
pre-check-in.
yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So,
Yeah,
So
very
you
difficult
really
for
have
many.
you can't be afraid of the computer, you gotta be ready to work with it.
Or have somebody that can assist you through
Yes.
and walk you through the process of it.
yeah.
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 Now-
Yep.
You will come to their house, right?
I go to their house. I go to senior centers, assisted living facilities, 55 or older communities, as well as people in their homes.
Nice.
So, yeah,
Yeah.
Right, and there's a small fee,
there is a fee with
but
it.
it'll be well worth,
Yeah.
well worth it to you.
Yeah.
Definitely.
I mean, especially, there's so many conveniences seniors can get out of it. You look at the fact that you can go do your shopping online.
Right. Which
don't
I
have-
do have a lot of folks that do that now.
Yeah, well, you don't have to go to the store.
Yeah, since the little pandemic that we had.
Right,
A lot of folks did embrace the online shopping part and delivery, and so I can say that I do have quite a few folks that do utilize it. But again, there's others that won't even embrace the idea of even
Right.
having a computer. But again, like you said, even a TV now, you have to be kind
Right.
of
Yeah.
Well, you-
schooled on.
Yeah, they're all smart
is like-
TVs now. Yeah.
your big screen TV is a big computer,
Right.
Yeah, it is. Yeah.
and everything's streaming.
Yes.
Yeah.
So, the cable box was easy, you turn it on, put the number of channel you want, and that was it. But now with the apps, you're gonna know how to download apps,
Yeah.
you're gonna know how to use them once you download them,
Right.
you're gonna put your information in,
Yep.
Yeah.
there's a lot to it.
Yeah, you have to create accounts, passwords.
Yeah.
You know,
It's a lot.
usernames. Yeah. And
Almost everything you do now, you have to have email.
yes, you do. Yeah. I was just helping a person today that she lives in an assisted living facility, and she wanted to buy some books, but really didn't want an account. So she wanted to do it as guest. She was having trouble checking out.
Oh, right.
So we were able to get the book into her shopping cart, but we were able to check out
Yeah.
easily.
Right.
Checked out as a guest.
Yeah, yeah, it wouldn't let her complete it. So we had to
Oh, they
work
wouldn't
on
let,
that.
they wouldn't let him complete it as a guest.
No.
Because you
Uh,
still need a confirmation for I guess an email to confirm the order, or,
Yeah, I think there was just something wrong with the program. We ended up having
Oh,
to call
okay.
customer service
Oh, okay.
help her through that.
As I say, I
Right.
think
Have to
in
do
a
it
lot of
manually.
cases, they don't want you as a guest, they want to get all your information.
Of course they do.
They want your, yeah.
Yes.
Then
Yeah.
they
really
can
want our
send you
account.
constant
Yeah.
emails.
Promotions and this and that. And, yeah.
Yeah, I went on eBay, beginning of the month, buy a car radio. I went online and they came up and gave a good price. And I tried to do it as a guest. I took a while, but finally got it through. But
Mhm.
then I got the radio and it was the wrong one.
Oh, no.
So I had to ship it back. I had a heck of a time getting the info to ship it back.
Right.
Because
Yeah.
you gotta make sure you go through, you get it registered to ship back.
Right.
Mhm.
You can't just send it back.
No.
You have to have numbers and everything. It's a nightmare. But this is what you go through now. It's convenient, because if that would have happened 20 years ago, where would I find one?
This is true. Right.
Yeah.
I have to go
Things are more
junkyard to
accessible.
junkyard.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But it also, I mean, these cell phones and things like that, they also make their lives a little bit easier too.
Yes.
You know, put your whole address book in there. You can take pictures, and,
Right.
you know, send them to people, print them out. So
Well, you got people, they do all their banking on their,
Yeah.
on their cell phone now.
yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Hmm.
Which I find a little dangerous, because is it easier to hack a cell phone than a computer?
I think they do a better job of protecting them,
Oh, okay.
especially Apple. I think
Okay.
does
So
a
yeah,
better
Apple
job.
has tremendous security.
Yeah. So
That's good to know.
yeah.
There's so much
Uh-huh.
security on Apples, even the user has a hard time.
Right.
But you can. I mean, you still have to be careful, because you can still be, you know, hacked.
Right.
But
Yes, I know it happens. They'll tell you your phone has been hacked.
Yeah.
Call this number.
mhm.
Then when you do that, they got your phone number,
Of course.
they got your email, they got everything.
Mhm.
Yeah.
All your information.
Yeah, I have customers that have called me, and usually what happens is they're on their computer, and they actually click on an advertisement or a
Oh.
link, and it comes up with this. I call it a screaming message that, you know, verbally it keeps repeating over and over. Do not shut down your computer. You know,
Is it
call
bad?
this number.
Yeah.
And I have people that have called the number, and they've been on the phone with up to 45 minutes, and they've hung up just in time before the person got into their bank accounts.
Oh, wow.
Oh,
So yeah,
Wow.
don't ever call the numbers that are in the
No.
emails. You know, look at your statements, or
Right.
you know, find a business card or something that
Yeah.
you know, a number you trust from the bank or wherever you are.
Exactly.
Right. Right,
Yeah,
if you're calling the bank yourself, you know you're calling.
Right.
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 Yeah, just
It's
don't.
And that's
trust-
what a lot of these organizations will say. We will never call you.
Right, that's
Yeah.
right.
Yeah.
Or they'll never ask for your code numbers.
Right.
Yeah, but that's one of the more common type of problems I see, especially with being hacked. When they click on something, and basically it locks up the screen so that you can't do anything else.
Right.
Right,
But there is a way around that, because
Oh.
it only affects the browser, which is Microsoft Edge or Chrome or Firefox,
Okay.
whatever you use. All you have
Yeah.
to do is get to the task manager so you can shut the process off, the program down.
Okay.
And I believe you do that by doing Control Shift Escape. The three keys all together. The controls just meant it's CTRL, I believe, is on there.
Yeah.
On the key, when you do all three at the same time, and then the task manager will pop up.
Okay.
Okay. And then what you do is you look through the task manager. And you
that's
look for
Control Alt Delete.
well, Control Alt Delete won't allow it, because you can't do it with that, because it stays behind the screen,
Oh.
and this will
Okay.
allow it to come up forward.
Oh,
Right.
okay.
Okay. But normally you would do Control Alt Delete to get
Yeah,
task
then
manager.
Right.
task
Yeah.
manager comes
Yeah,
up.
but in this case you do was it Control Shift Escape,
Oh,
Okay.
okay.
Yeah.
Control Shift
Shift
and that's
Escape.
that's
I
you bring it
remember.
up to the front,
Okay.
and then you can actually search for the Edge program or the Chrome program or Google.
Okay.
And what you do is you right click on your mouse on that, I believe, and that will bring up a menu, and you can actually, in that little pop-up menu, it'll say something to the effect of shut process down or end,
Oh.
end process.
Okay.
And you can end that process, And as soon as you do that, you should then be able to get your control of your computer back.
Okay.
Okay.
Oh, wow.
So if you do, don't panic. Don't,
Right.
just, if you don't want to deal with the noise or, from the constant, don't shut your computer down message. You can either just power your computer down or try this and then close it out.
All right. Wow.
Yeah, if you
So-
power down, it's still, you're not gonna hurt your computer, right?
No, you won't hurt it.
No,
No.
the new operating system, years ago, you had to go through a process on the older operating systems, right? You had to go through for shutting down.
Yeah, you still should do that. I mean, this is
Yeah, you
more of a
should.
violent way to shut down,
But
yeah.
if you
Excuse
did
me.
it years ago, it would actually screw your computer up.
Yeah,
Now you can if you have to, you don't want to, but if you have to, you can do
yeah, you can.
you actually pull a plug if you want.
Yeah. Although I think they're getting smarter where you can't just power down and then power back on. The program comes back alive and
Excuse
doesn't
me.
go away. But at least if you power down, at least you won't hear the noise for a while until you get somebody to help you.
Right.
Yeah,
But so I thought I'd mention that just because it's
Yeah,
really
that's a great
popular.
point.
Right.
It's something I always get phone calls on.
Okay.
Okay.
Control, shift,
Escape.
escape.
Yeah.
Okay. We'll remember that.
And
I
then,
think they're all on the left side of the keyboard.
yeah, I think they are.
Escape's at the top,
Yep.
control
It's down the bottom.
down the bottom.
And
Shift
shift
is
is right there.
Shift.
Yeah.
Yeah, so they're all here on the left side,
Yeah.
whereas the other one is across the bottom.
Right. Yeah. The alt. Yeah.
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
I mean,
And
no
deletes up the
keyboard.
other top. The other top. Yeah.
I'm amazed how some people can just sit there and type. I can't. I'm the one finger guy,
Yeah.
But I'm pretty
Yeah.
quick with it.
Oh, yeah. Absolutely.
But I mean, the computers do make it a lot easier.
They do.
Definitely.
Yeah.
I mean,
Yes.
I write a column for Rod
Mm-hmm.
once a month.
Yep.
If I didn't have a computer to do that, I couldn't do that on a typewriter.
No. Oh, goodness, no. Remember those days? Wow.
Yeah, and
Yep.
I'd use a bottle of
Oh, whiteout.
whiteout brown. But with the computer, you can just go back. You can go back and you can do the whole thing and go back and correct your mistakes.
Absolutely.
Yeah,
Yeah.
It's nice,
Yeah.
it's nice
Yeah.
and easy.
Yeah.
Yeah. It does make it much easier.
But there's so many other things. I mean, we're computerizing our houses now, locking the doors,
Mm-hmm.
turning the lights on,
Thermostats.
thermostats. Yeah,
Mm-hmm.
Controlling your washer and dryer now.
Yes.
yes.
They're
Yeah.
actually adding that.
Mm-hmm.
It's amazing what. And as you buy new appliances, they all come with computers.
Mm-hmm.
Yes. Yeah.
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
What's your feeling on AI?
Artificial intelligence.
Mm-hmm.
I'm not right now. I'm not crazy about it, but that doesn't mean
Right.
only because I don't see for myself. I don't see a great need for it right now.
Okay.
Certain industries, I think it's important. I think it'll really
Yeah.
help.
It will help. Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. It seems like it. I mean, it just
Yeah.
seems like a good tool if it's used in the right way.
Yeah.
But it could also be a negative too, if it's
Yeah.
not used in the right way.
Right.
Yeah. Could be a
Yeah.
little scary
Yeah.
to have somebody or something think for you.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, I was told that I could write my column with AI,
Mm.
but then I'm not writing it.
No, it's gathering all sorts of information from the internet already, right?
Right.
And
But
using
I'm
that.
not. But I'm not doing the writing.
right.
And it actually it'll write your whole thing, but it's not you. So it's not the way you talk.
Right.
Right.
It's not the way you think.
No, exactly.
But
Right.
I have AI in the form of Amazon Alexa.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
You know, I say, Alexa, play me music from 1960. And it plays it.
Right. You can sort of have a conversation.
Yes,
There.
you can. I
Yeah.
have. That has happened to me. It started talking to me. I said, "What are you talking about?"
Right.
It's strange.
As long
It's
as you
like-
don't start arguing.
Yeah.
Actually, I teach. I teach people about Siri and Google Assistant and stuff, voice
Oh, right. Yeah.
commands, because a lot of seniors that I run into, they have trouble typing.
Yes.
Yeah.
They're starting to get Parkinson's or
Arthritis.
yeah,
Well,
arthritis.
in your
Yeah.
fingers, yes.
Yeah.
Yeah, and so I'm teaching them how to use voice commands,
Oh, great idea.
Ah,
so which really helps.
Yeah.
yeah, well, that's gonna be more prevalent with AI. Computers will be all voice command.
Yeah, yeah,
I had the software, number of years ago, where you spoke and it typed. But I didn't like using it.
Oh, like speech
Oh, the
to text.
what they used to
Yeah.
call it, Dragon Naturally Speaking.
Dragon,
Yeah,
that's what it
Oh,
was,
is that
yeah.
what it is? Yeah.
actually, that's all your devices now actually have they call them voice access, which isn't necessarily Siri or Google Assistant. It actually will allow you if you're handicapped or you need help controlling your devices, you can actually just like Dragon Naturally Speaking. You see it advertised on TV. You can actually
Right.
dictate a message or have the voice commands actually open things up or close them or
Oh, wow.
actually delete a previous word.
Right.
Move around. It's actually on your phone.
It's on your
under
phone for
accessory.
texting.
Yeah.
But I think the problem with that is if you get any kind of accent and you don't you pronounce your words properly, it's get all screwed up.
It can, yes, because it will sometimes come up with a word that is not even close to what you wanted to
Right.
say.
Yeah.
It doesn't
Yeah.
even exist.
Maybe with that Worcester Boston accent.
Right,
Oh,
yes.
yeah.
That's, I text, I type, but, it tells you ahead of time, above it'll say.
The word will come up,
Word
yeah.
will come up,
Yeah.
Yeah,
if you get even close.
right.
So that can be quick as well.
Yeah.
Yeah, oh, definitely. And nice little spell check, too.
But the kids, I mean,
Oh, they're amazing.
yeah.
Yeah, yeah. And little kids, I notice now, even toddlers, know how to pick up a phone and know instantly how to navigate. It's incredible.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's part of their.
But
It's
kills
part of
you.
their world.
Yeah.
Yeah,
You can have two teenagers in a car, and they don't talk, they text.
right, exactly. Yeah,
And they're right next to each other.
yeah.
Yeah.
Yes,
Makes you wonder what they're texting.
yes, I know. But this is our future.
Yes,
Yeah.
it is. Yeah.
Yeah.
So for seniors, you really got to get adapted to it.
Yeah. They really do.
Yeah.
I know my wife Linda, she texts our granddaughter constantly. That's how they talk back and forth, they text.
Which I think that is a positive, because my parents are the same way with my boys, and my boys are young adults now.
Yep.
And I think it's fantastic for
They
my
text.
parents too, to
be able
to
to
be
text.
able to communicate,
Yeah.
because
Right.
they're not much. My boys aren't much for telephone conversations, so a texting is
Well,
Wonderful.
I think it's you're more protected by texting.
and it's more convenient sometimes too. If
Yeah.
you're in a place where you really can't be having a conversation,
Well, also, even if you're not connected with them, you're leaving the message.
Exactly.
It's there on the phone.
Right. Yeah. I think it's a great tool for that.
Yeah.
Definitely. Yeah.
But this is what we all got to get used to.
Yeah. We do.
Oh.
It's really prevalent now.
Are you busy right now because a lot of seniors got computers for Christmas?
January is usually slower. It takes a while for people to get
Right.
start looking at it. Yeah. Yeah. So it will pick up probably starting more next month. Because people are still getting back from the holidays and
Right. Settling
readjusting.
back into routines and
Well,
yeah.
it's still sitting in the box and they don't want to take a look at it yet.
Or they might be
Yeah,
afraid.
I have had people tell me, I got this 2 years ago and I want to start using it and show me how to use it.
Right.
So
2 years old is getting out of date.
that's right. Yeah.
With technology today, I mean, you almost got to buy a new computer every year.
Yeah. Usually cell phones are anywhere from 2 to 5 years. Although they're increasing support a little
Right.
bit more on them. So yeah, you have to. They wear out or get old. And you have to replace them.
Yeah, and then when you get a new one, you got to learn all over again.
Mm-hmm.
Right, because sometimes or usually, the setup is very different, and
Yes.
Yeah.
yeah, you have to relearn
Yep.
things.
That happened to Linda. Her phone, the battery exploded.
Oh, wow.
It was old.
Hmm.
Yep.
iPhone, I forget what model it was really, but she ended up with an iPhone 13.
Mm-hmm.
She hates it.
Right, because it's hard to get used to.
Yeah, I said, boy,
Mhm.
you got to learn it just like you learn the other one.
Right.
Yeah.
It takes time,
Yes.
and they don't always do exactly what you want them to do, even though you think they are.
Right.
That's where voice commands actually helps.
Oh,
Because then
true.
you can just say, open the
Yes.
following application.
Right. Oh,
Open
that's
calendar.
a good idea. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, see, I tried that the other day. It didn't work for me on my phone.
So how do you set that setting? I guess is
Basically, you have to enable voice commands, and
okay.
yeah, I'd have to look at the
It's
phone.
probably
but
it's
yeah.
on every device. It would be different. Might be different.
Yeah, most Apple
Under
products
settings.
are pretty similar.
Okay.
So I can't remember, you go under accessibility or Siri, maybe
Okay.
under, you go into settings and then maybe into, I think, the Siri application.
Yeah.
Is it Siri? Yeah, Siri. Yeah, and then you look for voice and you can activate it. And what it does is it will ask you to speak certain phrases, all right? And it will try to, and what it's doing is trying to recognize your voice. And once it's done, then you'll be able to use it.
I'm amazed how much is in that little phone.
Yeah, it's unbelievable.
It is.
Yeah.
But now, do you find the Android easier to work with?
I think as far as user friendliness, I think the Apple phone is probably, this is my personal opinion, right?
Yeah.
Is probably a lot easier to use, I think. It's more straightforward. Android is, you can do other things on it, which are, a little more powerful. It's a little more Microsoft friendly, I think, for
Okay.
certain applications. But you can do both.
Right.
Pretty much the same on both phones.
Right.
I do find the Apple is a little bit easier.
You'll have more security with the Apple.
Um, I haven't had problems with either. And if you're worried about security, you can actually put virus software on both devices.
Okay. Yeah.
Just like your computer. You can buy a package. They'll cover all your devices.
Yeah, I mean, I'm amazed at somebody's phone, all the apps they got.
Yeah.
People have. I said, well, what are you doing with all them?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I sit down sometimes and I
I was gonna
eliminate
say,
them.
do you do housekeeping and get rid
Yeah.
of some? Yeah, I do
Yeah.
the same thing,
Yeah.
which is probably good to
Yeah.
clean out some things. And
Yeah, I tell people in the springtime you should actually do spring cleaning on your phone.
I like it.
Yeah. I ran into a person, she had over 300,000 emails, and Google actually blocked her
Oh my
from
God.
receiving any more.
Wow.
Never
They said-
deleted them.
No, she never deleted any.
Oh,
And she gets a
boy.
lot of messages.
Just ads and
Yeah.
yeah. Wow.
Yeah. So she ended up creating a new account, new email
Yes.
account,
Yeah.
but
Oh my God.
yeah.
I know email doesn't take up a lot of space, but
No.
that is too many.
That is too many. Yeah.
I actually delete on my phone easier than on a computer.
Mhm.
And they're both the same email,
Right.
but I can just hit that edit and go.
Yep. Just click them all and
A lot of
just-
junk emails.
Exactly. Oh, so much.
And you wonder, how did they get my address? But, you might have done something somewhere along the line
You
and,
maybe ordered one thing.
yeah,
Yep.
and they sell it.
Yeah.
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 Or if you click on the email from a place that you just don't recognize, it could be spam. And what they do is once you click on that email and open it up,
Spread, yeah.
it kind of validates your email is valid. And then they sell it off and you end up with, a dozen more emails.
Oh, okay.
All right. So my advice to everybody is, if you don't recognize the email from somebody or a company just delete it. Don't open it. Just delete it.
Yeah,
If you accidentally delete something, you can always get it back from trash.
Right.
So it's just like crumpling up a piece of paper and throwing it in a trash can. You can retrieve it.
Right.
Or if it's that important, people will usually email you again or call you.
Exactly.
So,
Right.
but if you do that, you'll notice the number of spam messages that you get go down.
Okay.
It take about a month for them to go down. Okay. I actually taught a cybersecurity class, and in order to do the class, I had to click on a couple of emails. As soon as I did that, I started getting dozens more emails.
Yeah.
And I stopped clicking on them. I just deleted them. And
Yeah.
actually, about a month later, they got down to around 3 or 4 only.
Okay.
So,
So when it's the option to unsubscribe from things, you probably don't want to do that
no, you don't want to do that.
because that's clicking and maybe
Right.
giving them
Right,
more.
right.
Yes.
Unless it's again, you have to be careful. You have to know the company you're trying to
Okay.
unsubscribe from.
Right.
All right. So if you don't recognize it and you want to get rid of the email, don't unsubscribe.
Just delete. Delete.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Right.
Without opening.
Right.
You see, I've got 2 email accounts. I have a Gmail account and I have my Charter account.
Mm-hmm.
I use the Gmail account for junk.
Yeah.
I don't even bother with them. I don't even look at it.
Mm-hmm.
So if they want an email address, that's what I give them.
Right.
Yeah. Yeah. I actually have personally, I have multiple email accounts. I use one email account strictly for financial stuff. So, doctor's
Smart.
appointments,
Yeah.
Right.
medical or financial. So if I had to
Smart.
communicate with banks or want to do stuff.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
And that email address, I don't give out to anybody personally.
Right.
Okay.
That's a good idea.
Yeah.
I like that.
And I don't get any spam on it as a result. Right.
Mm-hmm.
And then I have another one like you do for everything else,
Right.
junk and I have a third one which I'm kind of, using for applications or other things that,
Right.
I don't really care about as much.
Exactly.
you
Yeah.
know.
But it's
So-
again, when you need to have an email for something, then you can use
Right.
maybe one of those and not the
Yeah.
one that you have more of your really important things
Right.
on. Yeah.
Yeah.
That's a great idea. I like that too.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I mean, today email is almost like having a social security number.
Mm.
You have to have one.
Yeah, and like I said, it's really easy to get a Google email.
Yes.
Oh,
You
yeah.
can get multiple.
Mhm.
So,
Yeah.
Yeah, just he changed the name around a little bit and
yeah,
you actually can use anything you want. You can make up a name on
Mhm.
it,
Yeah.
like the old days with the CB radios.
Oh, right. Your handle.
yeah.
Yeah, you make up your own handle.
Yeah.
Yeah, and you can have a million of those.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But,
Great pointers. Mm.
but you could find that somebody might do that to try to access you, and you don't know who you're getting.
Mm.
Yeah, you can do it doesn't always work though. Like if somebody calls me, I'll sometimes search the phone number on the internet.
Right.
And occasionally it'll come up and tell me, it's a valid number or it isn't.
Yeah.
Yeah. So,
Well, that's the other thing now. A lot of people have both. They have a cell phone and they have a landline.
yeah.
We keep both because you never know when you need the landline.
Right.
hmm Except if there's a storm, make sure your cell phone is powered on, is charged.
Right.
Yes.
Exactly.
Because nowadays it's not like the old landlines. It's not battery backed up anymore.
Right.
So when the power goes out, just like the phone on your desk here,
Right.
it's cordless,
Right.
but it's a landline. But you won't have power for it
Right. Yeah. Yeah.
because the power goes out.
Right.
I don't think there's any phones that plug in anymore. They're all wireless.
Yeah.
Mm. I don't know. Well, maybe.
You can still get buy one of those little slim lines.
Yeah.
Um,
Oh yeah, they're still available, but
Yeah.
I don't know if very people have them anymore.
Right.
No.
You used to get the long cord so that you had the phone in the kitchen and you could take it into the other rooms.
And you would follow the cord to find the person.
Yeah.
I say that to my kids, and they look at me like I have
yeah.
2 heads. What are you talking about?
Go back to the day when you had party lines.
Oh yeah, yeah.
We got a phone. We didn't have a phone in our house until I was probably about 10 years old. And we were on a 3-party line. And the phone, we had to make sure the ring was your ring.
So how did you distinguish that? How would
Well,
you?
you'd have either 1 ring or 2 rings or a short ring and a long ring.
Oh, wow. Oh, boy.
And if you picked it up and the other person could be on the line, on your party could actually listen in.
Oh, isn't that interesting?
Yeah. Those were different days.
No,
There was no
definitely.
security.
And also the phone numbers that used to start with letters,
Oh.
Yes,
right?
yes. This Northbridge was Cedar.
Oh, was it?
Yeah,
Oh.
234 CE.
Oh. That's
That brings
great.
back old times, huh?
Wow.
Yeah,
Well, I learned something
Yeah.
tonight.
yeah.
Yep, seniors have been through a lot. They've seen an awful lot, from radios to TVs to smart
Right,
TVs
exactly.
I know.
to
I mean,
phones that are now wireless and do
Yeah.
everything.
and
Yeah.
today, you can call anywhere in the world on your phone.
Yes.
Yes,
And
Yeah.
I'm talking anywhere in the world
yep,
Mm-hmm.
and connect.
yeah,
Mm-hmm.
I mean,
Yeah.
back then you couldn't. If you
You have
called,
to have a certain plan, or
if you were
Yeah.
if you lived in Northbridge and you called Grafton, it was a charge. It was a long
It's
distance
a
call.
toll.
The
toll
Grafton.
call. Yeah.
Yeah. Now you can call anywhere and it's the same price. I mean, you pay whatever you pay for your phone,
Right.
right,
Yeah.
and you can call overseas.
Mm-hmm.
yeah,
Oh God, I mean, the technology has just expanded so much,
yeah. It's changed a lot over the years.
and we take it for we just like it's normal.
Yeah,
Right. Yeah.
And look at the internet. I just mentioned in the article I did about me. With the internet now, this show can be watched anywhere in the world,
Yes.
live. I have Polish cousins who do watch.
okay.
I have friends in Florida that watch. Because it's live on the net.
Yeah,
So have they seen the dedication for the park? All
Yeah.
those family members? That's wonderful
Yeah,
for them to be able
yeah.
to witness that
Yeah,
and
they were able to, well, we taped it for here.
right and put
I,
it
I
on
had a
the.
park named after me
okay.
at the
Wow.
bottom of the hill.
Oh, well.
He's a celebrity.
Quite an honor. I'm glad they did it
That is
before.
nice.
I'm still here, so I know.
Right. Absolutely.
But that was a reward. I was the one who got the bridge named after Ross.
Mm,
And I did it while he was alive.
right.
So they said, we want to do the same for you.
Oh, that was great.
That's
I
nice.
said, "Well, good, because I'm getting up there.
It's a wonderful honor,
Yeah,
It is.
especially to have your family there and
Yeah.
to
Right
watch
across the
that.
street from where I grew up.
oh, well, okay.
Yeah.
So
Great
it was
honor.
quite fitting.
Yes. Perfect.
But, yeah, the thing is that you don't have to, you don't have to mail them a DVD or anything. They can watch it live, and they can go back and watch it on
Mm-hmm.
the net, on demand.
Yes.
Yeah. And you can even translate some of it too, I think.
Oh, right.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's the other thing too. You got phones today that'll translate for you.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
This is it's just unbelievable. I saw that. I was going to try that the other day, see how my German was.
Oh, yeah.
mm-hmm.
Definitely.
Because yeah, it's just amazing what we're coming up with every day with new technology.
Yep.
Yeah. I mean, if you have people in another country, and I translated a letter, a document I created from English to Spanish. I guess it came out pretty well. Nobody complained. So.
Right. Yeah. It was understood. Yeah.
Yeah.
So you spoke it in English, and the phone converted it over. The computer converted it over to Spanish.
Well, yeah, I typed it up in English first, and then
Oh.
I just selected to convert it to Spanish.
That's great.
So, but there's all sorts of language you can convert it to.
Right.
Yes.
You can choose from.
Yeah, I think that is that in the word system.
Yes, it is.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That happened. I was writing my column and it started. I must have hit something, and it started doing another language. I said, "What the heck is going on here?"
This is foreign to me.
Yeah.
Oh.
Around the time we got that.
Yeah. Right.
But yeah, I that's what happened then. It was. I didn't
Yeah.
realize that it was in the Word file.
Yeah.
Mm.
Yeah.
I'm gonna try that.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think that's
It's interesting. I mean, I wish
it is.
I took Spanish when I was a child, in high school, but I don't remember it. So it's interesting
Right.
trying to translate it. And
Exactly.
I'm hoping when I handed it out, I asked people,
Yeah.
let me know if it didn't translate properly and
Right.
Yeah.
if you get any complaints. So
Right. Exactly.
must have been fine.
Yeah.
Yeah. This is Star Trek
Yeah.
happening right now.
Hmm.
Yeah.
You know, where they were able to speak all the languages because everybody, the computer would change it for them.
Mm.
And now, we're getting this now, we're getting, all the stuff that's happened, that they saw in the 1960s Star Trek is happening here
Yeah.
in the 21st century.
Yes.
Which, you know,
Mhm.
think about it, we're 25 years, we're a quarter of the way through the 21st
I
century already.
can't believe it.
I know, where did the time go?
Yeah.
Yeah. It's making the world a much smaller place.
It is.
It is.
Much
Yeah.
more close.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Most definitely.
I mean, first thing you know, we'll be traveling by, molecular,
Yeah.
breaking down into molecules and transmitted over the wires
Right.
Mhm.
Yeah.
or through the air.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's just unbelievable. And AI is gonna bring a lot of things about because it does the thinking it does
Yeah.
collect all the thoughts
Hmm.
and then puts them all together in the right order.
Yeah.
So it's just amazing what that's gonna bring on.
Mm-hmm.
And you have that power in your home,
Yeah. Robots that can learn,
yes.
right?
That's
Right.
the other thing. You have robots in your house now,
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Hmm.
that you program.
Yeah. I mean, we're all using a portion of AI. I mean, all these technologies they kind of introduce in pieces, right? So we
Right.
don't really know that we're using it to some extent.
Right.
Right, yeah, we don't even realize what we're doing.
No.
Yeah.
But I think it's going to get to a point where it's going to be more prevalent and yeah.
And look at the
Yeah.
cars,
Yes, that's another thing too. The self-driving.
self-drive, and if you go too far in one direction, and they'll tell you in the wrong lane.
Mm-hmm.
I borrowed a car and I had that, and they said, oh, this is driving me crazy.
Did you shut it off?
I didn't know how.
Oh.
It was a rental.
Yeah.
Okay.
But yeah, I mean, that if you get too close, it'll tell you. Oh my God.
Yeah. A little
Yeah.
vibration
Yeah.
of
And now they got the cars that drive themselves.
yes.
Actually, there's taxis now. Where in DC, I think they had them in San Francisco.
Oh,
So
okay.
it's
Well,
like-
that makes
They're
sense.
testing
Yeah.
A
Yeah.
self-drive, a taxi that drives itself.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's all programmed, and you tell them where you want to go, and it automatically programs into the computer.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, in some ways, it's again another wonderful resource, but it's a little frightening. Like for me with transportation, I think it would be wonderful because I could do like on demand. If somebody called and needed a ride, I could
Right.
dispatch
Yeah, you
a
don't have to worry about having
self-driving
the driver.
vehicle.
Right.
But in the same respect, I don't know to leave it up to
Yeah.
a
I'm not
computer
sure.
to drive.
I'm not sure I completely trust it yet.
Yeah, exactly.
I know. What
I
if
think
it
we need to
malfunctions?
embrace it a little bit more
Yeah.
before we just let them.
Right, especially
Go.
if you have to sit in the back seat.
Yeah,
You don't have access to the controls.
right, exactly. And how would you stop it? I mean, is there
Right.
a way to? Or, I don't know.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's a lot of
But as
learning to do.
we get accustomed to these things.
Mm,
We start trusting them more and more.
right.
I mean, there was especially kids.
Mm,
They grow up with the technology, and it's
yeah,
just a
they don't
second
know any
nature.
different.
Yeah.
Yeah, right.
And that's what you find with a lot of seniors is they're actually afraid of the computer.
It's a fear.
They
of course.
are. They're afraid of touching it and
Yeah.
breaking something or something, but really don't have to worry about that. I
I had a
mean,
guy say that one time.
Yeah.
He told me one time, a long time ago. He said, "Do whatever you want. Don't worry, you won't hurt it."
Right.
Mm,
And that's the way to look at it.
right.
If you screw it up bad enough, you find someone like Dave to straighten it out for you.
Hmm. Yeah. I mean, what's the worst that can possibly happen? break the computer completely, or
Right.
I mean,
And again,
life goes on. I mean,
Yeah.
you don't need
Right.
it, right?
yeah, and chances are you didn't break it completely, and
Right.
you can get bailed out of
Right.
situations.
Yeah.
But that's how you learn to use it,
Yeah.
learn by
Right.
doing.
That's
Yeah.
the thing. You just got to keep
Mm-hmm.
at it and learn as you go. And
Yeah. I teach everybody about the menus. That you're okay to press all the menus.
right,
There's one that looks like a waffle. It's 9 dots.
right,
That's safe. The 3 dots that go vertical or horizontal. Whenever you see those, you can click on them. Sometimes it gives you the option. You're looking to print a document. Sometimes you click on one of those. That's where
right.
the option, especially in Gmail.
Yes.
So
What's
But-
the most unusual situation you found out there?
unusual.
Different, what was probably one of the biggest problems you found when someone called you?
They're not big, really. It's more about people want to know how to set up my chart. So
Okay.
out in this part of the state, everything is my chart,
Yes.
for
especially with
medical,
UMass
you
mean.
Memorial. Yeah.
Yeah.
Even towards the east, with Brigham and Women's and the Partners Healthcare,
Oh, right.
they're all
Right.
moving to using my chart as well. But people want to know how to do that. They want to be able to see their results, their test results, or look at their appointments. The interesting thing is, most of us growing up, we'll look at it and read it and keep it there, right? We don't print it out. But seniors want a physical hard copy.
Right.
Yeah.
So I have one person that he was a little nervous. Great person, smart person. He actually had, worked in economics, right,
Oh, okay.
for a while.
Yep.
But he, couldn't really get out anymore and was worried about things breaking. So he wound up with 5 computers and 6 printers.
Oh, wow.
And he would print all his My Chart stuff and anything else.
Wow.
But
I
yeah,
print mine out and I keep it in the file,
hmm
a regular file.
Right. So you can
Yeah.
refer
Yeah.
back to it.
Yeah.
And, yeah.
But yeah,
But the other thing is with that is sometimes you get your results before your doctor
does.
even
Yes,
reads
yes.
it. And I've had a few of my doctors say, if you see the results first, please don't interpret it before I have a chance to look at it and talk to you about it.
Exactly,
Yeah.
yes.
Yeah.
Yes, that's true.
Yeah.
Yeah, you get almost the same day.
Yeah,
Yeah.
absolutely.
hmm
Yeah,
yeah. So it's great from that standpoint. I mean, especially now that doctor's appointments, every time you walk in there, your next appointment is all
Yes.
Yeah.
going to your email,
Right.
So, or
Yeah.
into my chart.
right.
So,
Yeah, they email and tell you you got an appointment coming up.
Yes.
yes.
Right.
Yeah.
And
And
they
that's great
call
for
us.
reminders.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But it is great because when I go to the doctor, I get all that result, and then I'll get an email from the doctor telling what his analysis was.
Right.
But you can't even call him anymore. If I try to call a doctor, he won't talk to me. I have to email him,
Right. Yeah.
Okay.
and that can drive me crazy. I navigate around it pretty good, but it can be a problem sometimes.
hmm Yeah.
But now, I'm going to UMass because we don't have any doctors left in town. But they're all in the same system.
Right.
If
Yeah, they
if I do go to Milford, they get the information,
Right. 'Cause they're all
In
connected
Worcester.
now. Yeah.
Yeah.
which
is
is
good.
also good because
Yeah.
Yeah.
you don't have to bring it with you anymore.
No. No. And the doctor doesn't have to rerun the same test again.
Exactly.
Right.
They can see that
Yeah.
it's been done, or
Yeah.
list of medications. And,
Yeah.
Yeah.
But like I say, seniors really have to get to know the computer because you can get all your medical information, everything done. You can update it. It's unbelievable.
Yeah. And then seniors are now learning to do online shopping.
Yes.
They're actually doing their groceries online, and then
Right.
they get delivered to their house,
Yeah.
which is
A nice
huge,
convenience,
right?
yes.
Because a lot of them can't drive
It-
anymore.
Especially this time of year, if you get a major storm, or
Yeah.
if it's very cold, you don't
Yeah.
want to go out in that
Mhm.
cold.
Mm-hmm.
do it online.
Or again, if transportation's an issue,
Yeah, transportation's a big factor.
yeah,
Yeah,
They bring it right to your house, bring it inside.
yes.
yes.
Yeah, and
Yeah.
even lifting, carrying the things, having it brought to your,
Yeah.
to your residence is a huge convenience thing. Yeah, it's
Yeah.
been that's been a good,
Yeah.
Yes, so I actually end up helping a lot of people now trying to purchase things, whether it's through Amazon.
okay.
I was helping somebody today purchase a couple of books
Mm-hmm,
through a bookstore.
right,
So,
The Amazon bookstore.
yeah,
well, this is a different one, but yeah,
Oh.
also they can do that. Seniors want to listen to music or they want to watch movies. You know, they may want to use Amazon Prime if they
Right.
have it already.
Yeah.
yeah,
Or one of the other programs out there that
Right. yeah,
yeah, might be free.
Yeah, the thing is, you can watch a movie on your phone for crying out loud.
yes,
Yeah.
mm-hmm,
I guess that's the problem now with people traveling. They're talking about on the airlines, people, instead of using headsets, they put it right on regular volume and, on the speakerphone.
oh,
Yeah, that
right,
would be good.
yeah,
And, you know,
Yeah.
if I'm sitting on a plane, I don't want to be listening to
no,
Right,
No,
it's a-
they should at least make them use
Yeah. The,
earbuds.
AirPods
Yeah.
Yeah, but they don't want to wear them anymore. They want to just have it, have it open.
Yeah, but that's not right.
no,
No, it
that's
isn't.
kind of rude.
There's got to be certain etiquette you have to follow.
Right.
I
Exactly,
mean,
yes, I was
Yeah.
trying to think of the right word, but that's it, yes,
Right.
yeah,
You go back a few years, you didn't travel on a plane unless you were dressed up.
oh, yeah,
Now they go on
Yeah.
like they were going to the beach.
right, yeah,
I actually have a policy where if I'm working with a customer, I won't answer my phone. If I'm driving, I won't answer my phone. My car is
Right.
almost 18 years old, so it doesn't have hands-free.
oh, right,
And I'm
Yeah.
not going to put it in there for this car anyway.
Yeah.
Maybe next car will have it. Yeah, so I don't answer those two places.
Right. yeah.
It's,
It's a courtesy thing and a
Yeah.
safety thing.
and also safety. I watch too many people trying to drive on their cars and nearly hitting guardrails or
Yeah.
crossing lines.
See, my
okay.
radio clicks off and the phone comes on,
Hmm.
overrides the radio,
Yeah,
Yeah.
including, they'll say, you got a text. Almost every time, within 10 minutes of leaving my house, I get a text. I might be listening to a song that I like, it
Right.
drives me nuts.
it's interrupting. Yeah,
But I don't want
Yeah.
to take it, I don't want to shut it off,
no, because
because when I get a phone
Yeah.
call, it makes it much simpler. I'm driving down the road, I don't have to touch anything.
right,
All right.
yeah,
All I gotta do is say, hello, and they come right back.
right,
Yeah.
yeah,
I don't even have to hit a button.
Hmm.
yeah,
But that's another big convenience.
yes, yeah. To have the hands free, definitely. Although sometimes when you're in deep conversation, it might be disruptive when you're driving.
Yeah.
Right.
Just
Actually, you have to have. I think the law requires you to have hands-free, right?
think
If
so.
you're going to use a phone.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
Well,
for safety.
I
But
have
there
to
again,
say though.
all the cars are coming through with GPS.
Mm,
Yes. Hmm.
So that can be disrupting too. Hey, you're driving down the road and you keep looking at the screen?
yeah. Yeah, it is.
That's actually replaced all of our maps we used to have. I mean,
I know.
I can't imagine. Believe I even used to drive with a map and trying to, nighttime or whatever, trying to read the map
Yeah,
while you're
read the
trying
map
to
and
find the
drive at the
roads
same
and.
time.
Yes.
yeah.
Yeah.
I mean,
Yeah.
so it's
At least,
GPS
at
made
least
life
the
easier.
GPS will tell you when to turn.
Yeah. Tell we when to except
Yes.
when you are near the golf course and it tells you to turn onto.
Yeah, people have actually driven into the water.
Yes.
I mean,
That's really trusting,
Yeah.
right? Yeah.
I will tell you that you got to be careful with GPS in the city because they'll send you down one-way streets the wrong way.
Oh, right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, you do have to be careful.
Yeah. If
Um,
it doesn't look right, I would second guess it. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, what I'll do sometimes is I'll actually go on my computer or on my phone. I'll bring up the address first and look at maps, Google
Right.
Maps, and then I'll just look at the route, just
Kind
to,
of get an idea.
to
yeah.
get an idea.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
But I mean, the technology that's coming out is just unbelievable.
Right.
Yeah.
And now you have internet within your car.
Yeah.
Mhm.
which here again, another dangerous feature. When someone downloads a movie in their car,
Well, that's when they're going to be self-driving, so you can
yeah, once they start
back and
driving,
watch
that'd
a
be no problem,
movie.
right? But I still think you got to be alert.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh gosh,
Yeah.
I don't know.
Maybe your
That'd be
car's
something.
self-driving. Well, what if the guy next to you?
Right, exactly.
Yeah.
I just don't know how it's gonna all work, but I'm sure it will
Yeah,
at some
they'll
point.
figure it out.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah,
Well, you think about it. If all the cars were self-driving,
yes.
you could regulate traffic.
Mm,
Well, they have cars. They're planning to have cars talk to each other as they go down
Yeah.
the road. So,
right. Wow.
to communicate.
It's kind of overwhelming.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The future is, and it's here now, but it's getting scary because it's getting more and more involved.
Right.
I mean,
Yeah.
yeah, you can call someone help, and remember the Jetson when it was video phone. That's what you got now.
Right.
Yes.
We're doing it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
People are talking on their watches,
Yeah.
Yeah.
right?
Yeah.
So,
Exactly.
yeah,
Dick
technology's
Tracy.
changed. Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, it's just amazing how this stuff has come about.
Yeah.
But the face to face on the phone, it kind of scares me.
Oh, to do like a FaceTime with,
Yeah, FaceTime.
yeah.
That
But-
actually, that actually helped save a lot of people, I think, during COVID.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yes.
Especially people who were in assisted living facilities.
Yeah,
and-
that were more
couldn't-
isolated.
yeah.
And, yeah,
Mhm.
definitely.
Yeah.
You know, every laptop now has a camera built in.
Yes, it does.
I got a little slide, so because who knows who's out there
Yeah.
Oh, that's true too. Yeah.
watching what's going on.
Yeah. Right.
Yeah.
And they've had that situation with teenagers that
With the online
the
schooling.
school was able to watch
Hmm.
them, watch them in their bedroom for crying out loud.
Right. Make sure their cameras were on.
Yeah.
Yeah. And some teachers ended up, seeing things that needed to be reported, and
Yeah.
there was a lot that was discovered because now the teachers were actually looking at these students in their homes, and that
Yes.
can be a different situation. So, in some cases that was a good safety thing, and but yeah, that's a time that I definitely don't want to go back to. Oh boy.
Oh,
Oh,
but there again with GPS, you can actually you got people who actually track where their kids are.
yes.
Yeah.
Oh, definitely.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Yeah, you do that or
I'm not saying a word. Harry, we had a GPS on one of our vehicles, and it was for one of my kids, and he just found out, I would say maybe in the last 6 months, that we did have this, and
But he didn't
now
know?
we can joke about it.
Oh.
But yeah, it was a necessary thing for us to do, and he's darn lucky. He never really got caught in bad areas that we had to, call him out on. So, but it's something that we can joke about now. But yeah, it's
Peace of
again,
mind.
it's the tools that parents can use to.
but it's also being used in industry,
Oh, definitely
especially
with
salespeople.
deliveries and yeah.
With
Yeah.
salespeople.
Hmm.
I mean, look at it. Amazon can tell you when your package is delivered,
Yes.
Yes.
and then show you a picture of it
Right.
on the step.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I understand these people. I see these people on Facebook. Did you get my package? Didn't come to
Yeah.
my house, but they said it was delivered.
Mhm.
Well, where's the picture of?
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Actually, I tell people that you should sign up for UPS's not UPS, the United States Postal Service's informed delivery, and you can tell what you're going to receive in your mailbox every day.
Oh, well,
Yeah.
Oh, that's interesting.
so what do
Yeah,
they
so I
they scan every envelope?
They actually scan the envelopes, and usually the mail comes that day. It may come the next day, but it's usually within a day or two.
Okay.
And you can actually see, whether you are just going to receive a junk.
Yeah.
So it was pouring out,
Right.
They just
And-
leave it in the mailbox.
Yeah, I got a little flyer, postcard.
Yeah.
And so I said, I'm not going out there for that.
No, exactly. It can wait until the
And
next.
there's no
Right.
fee for
Yeah.
that, right?
But what was that? There's no fee.
There's no fee to sign up
It's
for
free
that.
to sign up.
Okay.
You just go to the post office's website, and you
Oh.
can sign up.
Okay.
Um,
Oh wow.
I'm gonna
That's
look
neat.
into that.
And then the
Yeah.
other thing is I signed up for, you talked about downloading applications. I downloaded the Federal Express application and the United Post Parcel Service, UPS,
UPS. Okay.
application. And whenever I get a package, I know right away,
Oh.
right, that it's coming.
Okay.
They originally say, you're going to be expecting a package, and you can actually look at it and you see, well, it hasn't shipped yet. It's at Amazon or wherever
Okay.
it's coming
Yep.
from.
Right.
And then when it actually gets close to your house, you can actually track the truck
Oh.
as it's moving all over the place.
Okay.
Yes, I've seen that.
Yeah, and it goes to every single road except yours, all around, right?
Right.
Yep.
And finally it
And you're
goes
like,
there.
hey, wait a minute, I'm over
Yeah.
here.
Yeah. It's
Oh.
sometimes fun if
Yeah.
you don't have anything to do to track the truck, watch
Right.
it as
Exactly.
it moves around.
Okay.
'Cause you would think it would go in a straight road, but it's
Yeah.
all over.
Yeah.
I like the
Um,
mail thing, that's pretty good.
Yeah.
Yeah. So when you see emails from somebody saying you're getting a package delivered, all you have to do is look at your applications,
Right.
the UPS application or the
Exactly.
FedEx,
Yeah.
and you can actually see if it's real or
Right.
not.
To track. Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah, I keep getting this email that your package is being delivered.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
And I don't have anything on it, so
No,
why am I
exactly.
getting a package
Yeah.
delivered?
So that's a delete.
Oh, yeah,
Yeah.
absolutely.
Yep.
Yeah.
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 But you can actually look and see
Mm.
if you wanted to.
Well, I figure they're trying to get
Safely.
my information.
hmm Well, yeah, the email is, but if you actually use the application, you can
But if
actually
you're using
see
the
if it's valid.
application.
Oh,
valid.
yeah, right,
Yeah.
right.
That's different. Right.
Right.
Yeah.
Exactly.
I still buy more stuff locally than, through delivery.
Yes.
Yeah.
My son and my granddaughter next door, across the street, sometimes they get 3 or 4 deliveries in one day
Exactly. Yeah.
Yeah.
from different places.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They order everything online. They buy their groceries online
Oh yeah.
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 and get them delivered.
Sometimes if you go into a grocery store, whether it's Shaw's or Price Chopper or
Mhm.
any of the others, Stop and Shop, you can actually find out what aisle the whatever it is you're looking for,
Oh.
and actually just go to that aisle
Through their app.
through their app.
Okay.
Yeah. So
Oh.
Yes, because how often do you really see or can find someone that works in the store to tell you where something is?
Yeah.
So that kind of reduces looking for
Yeah.
things. And
Hey, we're running close
yes,
here.
we are running
Okay.
close. Wow.
Dave, how do people contact you?
they can contact me at 508-614-9013. And the company name is Save Services, and I'm David Sullivan.
Repeat that again?
I'm David Sullivan. Company name is Save Services. And the phone number is 508-614-9013.
All right. And you have a website as well?
Yes, it's saveservices.com. I'm sorry.
Yes.
Saveservices.com.
Okay.
Wonderful.
Yeah.
Well, thank you for coming in, Dave.
Thank you. I appreciate you having me on.
Great to see you
It's
again.
great seeing you too. Yeah.
Thank you.
Good luck on your new heating system,
Thank you. Yes.
especially with the weather coming up. You're
Yes.
gonna need it.
Yes. Okay, we might see you next week. I haven't got a guess yet.
Stay
Yeah.